Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you decided to tune in. And I've made this recording so that you can have a 15-minute practice whenever you feel like you need a little refresher. This is my go-to movement sequence in the morning when I wake up with a stiff neck, or just kind of want to get tuned up to start the day. So with that, you can do this sitting in a chair, or I'm sitting on the ground. And I encourage you to pull the flesh out from underneath your seat so that you can feel your bones connected to the ground. And then gradually let your eyes close, and you can hear the sound of my voice. Or you can keep your eyes softly open and follow my gestures. So to begin with, feel your body as you are right now. Take a few deep breaths. Let your attention drift down away from the brain towards the tip of your nose so that you feel the refreshing, cool sensation of the breath as it enters, brightening your inner body. And the warm, soothing relaxation as the breath flows out, leaving your body softer and more transparent. Keep your breath steady like this, and on the next exhale, turn your chin across towards one shoulder. And pause there for a breath or two, breathing into the side of the neck. When you come around to another inhale, bring your head to the center. And as you exhale, bring your head across to the other side. Noticing how your neck feels today, right now. And transition to each side one or two more times. Moving in sync with your rate of breath. When you've been left and right evenly, you can bring your head back to the center. And on an exhale, let your chin drop down towards your chest, isolating the movement just in your neck, not letting your spine round too much here initially. When you come to an inhale, begin to lift your head, lift your chin. Try to grow upward with the entire stalk of your neck. And then as you exhale again, bring your chin down, turning the head up and down, gradually and slowly, bringing motion into the front and back of the neck. And especially when the gaze looks up, trying to lengthen up through the face towards the sky. And then keeping the openness to your throat and your chest, come back to neutral. When you're ready, as you exhale again, let your ears sink over to your shoulder so that one side of the neck gets long. And then on this long side, if you're sitting in a chair, you could just bring your hand down to set next to you on the chair, or reach it out so that it kind of floats in space, or perhaps touches the floor if you're sitting on the ground. Breathe into the side of the neck, exhaling tension, softening down your arm and into your fingertips and beyond. Come up to the center and over to the other side. Again, giving a few breaths into the long side of your neck, and then adding the length of your arm down to the ground so that you have this nice diagonal line from your earlobe all the way down to your fingertips. You can bring the head up and the hand in and do that one or two more times to each side, not pulling or straining too aggressively the head away from the shoulder, but instead encouraging the inhale to be deeper, probably feeling more sensation, And the exhale to facilitate release and softening. And come back to neutral, feeling long around all sides of the neck. Keeping the head and spine still at the center. Let's bring your hands up onto your shoulders with your elbows pointing out to the side and begin to make spirals. And so spirals mean that you start small and gradually work bigger. Inhale as you go up and exhale when you go down. Taking a big sweep on your biggest circles. And then switch, going the other way. Starting small. Gradually working a little bit bigger and feeling the whole shoulder girdle move. So your shoulder blades are going across your back ribs. The front chest muscles are participating in this mobility. And as you take your last big circle, you can then point your elbows out to the side. And bring your elbows forward to touch and back behind you. I like to inhale the elbows forward, widening the back of the chest, and exhale the elbows back, toning the upper back. So I said that funny last time. When your elbows come forward, you're widening your upper back. And when your elbows come back, you're toning your upper back. One more time. Inhale, elbows forward. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale, elbows forward and release your arms, turning your palms out. You can lightly draw the fingers back on one side and then the other. Go back to the first hand and softly turn the palm down, keeping the shoulder down away from the ear on both sides. Good. Let your hands come back down for a moment. And just feel your shoulders. You can move it around a little bit. And then come to a comfortable resting position where you feel like your arm bones can kind of hang from under your shoulder sockets and relax at your sides. Tune into your breath again, feeling that not only do you inflate to the front of the chest on the inhale, but you feel your side ribs expanding out towards your arms when you breathe in and contracting down away from your arms when you breathe out. Squeezing a little bit extra out on the end of the exhale. The next time you breathe in, let your arms rise on the inflation of your lungs. So when your lungs expand out, your arms come out and up. And your palms meet over your head. Feel your hips on the floor or on the chair, and then rise taller through your spine and your arms. Keep all that verticality through your torso and bring your hands touching down through the center of your body. Nestle your thumbs right in close to your sternum to feel your heartbeat. And pause for a second to reflect on your intention for taking a few minutes for yourself. Softness, spaciousness, ease, or grace. Release your hands when you're ready, and then keep the arms in close as you open the hands out wide. How wonderful. Widening the collarbones as your palms turn out, but your elbows stay in. This naturally opens your chest and tones your upper back. Good. You can stretch your arms out to the side from here, widening from the center of your collarbones out your palms. And then let's bring one arm up and one arm down and curve over to the side. The side where the arm is up should also be equally rooted down through the seat. Inhale and transition until eventually you find the other arm up and curve over to the side. Now this bottom shoulder, be sure that you give your neck lots of space and let that shoulder drop down. And think about your arm here starting all the way down at the side of your hip. So you're not just opening your arm and shoulder, you're actually opening the whole side of your body. Come up to the center again. Both arms down. Pause. Then inhale again, lifting both arms. And this time we're going to exhale and twist over to the side. You can bring one hand to your knee, and the other hand back behind you. Gently wrapping around. Again, feeling the connection of your hips solid on the floor or the chair. And then letting your spine twist and revolve around. Softly turning to look with your eyes. Inhale, lift the arms up, coming back to the center, long and tall. Keep that length and height. Twist across to the other side. Let your upper back soften, your shoulder blades move down your back ribs so that your collarbones feel wide and your spine twists like a spiral staircase, starting from the base of your pelvis and revolving around, eventually coming to your neck and head. Inhale up again, coming back to the center. Let's bring your palms together, down to the center of your chest again. And on another exhale, release your hands, palms up. So, whenever you make time for yoga, it's lovely if you can go through the ranges of motion that your body can make. Okay, so we did the range of motion in the neck, where we twisted, and we went up and down, and then we went side to side. Likewise, with the spine, we went side to side, and we twisted. And so the last thing we'll finish with is a little bit of rounding forward and opening up. And then I'll give you some suggestions for where you can go from here. So you can turn your palms down, take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, this time drop your chin and allow your spine to round. You can let your shoulders come forward, let your gaze drop down, let your spine round, and breathe awareness into the back of your ribs, the back of your lungs, and your spine. When you come around to your next inhale, begin to lift. Use your hands on your legs to help find some levity through the front of your chest. Let the shoulders drop back. Feel your heart rise up and your gaze lift up. And you can couple these movements with your breathing so that you exhale and round, similar to a cat position on your hands and knees. And you inhale and arch, likened to the cow on your hands and knees. So one more time through each, rounding as you exhale, pushing all the breath out. Arching as you inhale, encouraging new breath in. And then come back to neutral so that you feel long through both the front and the back of your body. So from here, I'll make more recordings with more movements. But to start with, this is a great intro, a great way to start your day, or a great way to step away from your day and take a few moments for yourself. You could do some ball rolling from here and stand up and roll your chest or your back. Or you could come onto your hands and knees and start a whole another rest of your practice. So I'll add that as the time allows. And for now, I'm so grateful that you tuned in, and it's a pleasure to be with you in this way. Bow your head to honor your heart and the connection that we share. Namaste.